Okay, if you tuned in a little bit ago, what you probably are going to find is a repetition of what I just did. It was actually the first Facebook Live video I have done, and it was more of kind of a test run. So I'm going to do this one. I'm going to let this one stick and go from there. So anyway, I wanted to work with Facebook Live a little bit this school year. My school year actually starts tomorrow. Tomorrow's the first day of school here in St. Charles, Missouri. And I got kids coming in. I'm getting all ready for them. And what I decided I'm going to do this year is Monday mornings, I'm going to do a little Facebook Live, talk about what I have going on for the week, what's kind of planned, and talk a little bit of teaching. So this week I'm going to talk really about planning for the classroom and kind of what's going on there, because that's the thing that's the most on my mind, because I think it's really important to start the year off right and with some sort of plan and vision going forward. And in the journalism classroom that I'm doing, my goal is within a week or so, it's to make sure that my student editors are the ones actually who are coming up with the plans and who are leading the charge each day in this room. So it's really important for me to make sure that I'm set and modeling for them really what they need to be doing. So last night I went ahead and said, and I know you can't see this, but essentially I sent them plans. It's like 14 pages of stuff for the different publications hours of what's going on. And so I took the 50-minute hour and I broke it down. And I broke things down by here's what's 5 minutes, here's what's 10 minutes, here's what's another 5 minutes, here's what we're going to be doing for 10 minutes. It's a mix of a lot of things. So before I actually went ahead and made the plans, I tried to figure out what I wanted to accomplish for the week. And a lot of that first week of class, it's a mix of things. There are some things that the school has us doing that we obviously have to get worked in. There are a list of team building things that I want the staffs to bond from the beginning. So I want to work in 5 to 10 minutes of team building activities every day for that, not only the first week, but probably the first 2 weeks that we're in here, if not longer. And then there are some nuts and bolts of the room that I just need to make sure are taken care of. You know, we're going to talk about grading. We're going to talk about how the room is. I mean, I have a whole new room set up this year. So one of the first things that we're doing tomorrow is we're going to be taking a tour of the 3 little rooms we have here where everything is kept, and talking about that. So breaking that down for them. And so again, I sent this to the student editors last night, and they can see what we have planned Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, with really a 5 to 10 minute breakdown of everything with detailed description of what's there. Now, obviously I don't do that all the entire year for 180 days. I'm in my 19th year of teaching, so I have a lot that's just kind of there that I go with, and I much prefer to have calendars like this, where I have an idea and a vision for a month that's ahead, and I have little bulleted points in here of what's going on. But what I found with the student leaders, that we have is they don't really know how to plan out a whole 50 minutes or even really a 20 minutes or 15 minutes for that matter. And so it's important for me to model for them, hey, here's what I have going on, and here's what I'm doing, and here's how I'm trying to make this 50-minute class flow smoothly so that we have enough content to fill the entire time. We're keeping everybody busy, we're keeping everybody moving, and we're working toward this end goal of whatever that is, whether that end goal is in 10 days, or whether that end goal is in 20 days or 30 days, or what it is. They can see it's here. But by seeing calendars like this, they really don't get like the detailed planning that's got to take place for something like that to be executed. So again, we have these all down. I'm going to work with them this entire week, my editors, of looking at that, talking with them about why I made the decisions I did, where I have some flex time built in so that if something takes a little bit longer or if something doesn't take as long, how we can move and shift that a little bit. And I also talked to them about over planning, and that's about having way more planned in the allotted time than you need. Well, and maybe not way more. Maybe it's just 5 to 10 minutes of extra stuff, so that there's not extra time at the end. I really hate that, where it's 7 to 10 minutes left in class and there's nothing else to do, and somebody says, well, I guess have fun until the bell rings. So those are always the worst times for me. So I work with the editors on how can we do that. So anyway, that is my 5 minutes this week. So I'm totally going to stick to those on Monday mornings, but it's about team building and planning was kind of this week. I'll let you know how the planning goes next Monday. I'll talk about that, and I'll have something else that I'm going to be talking about as well. But anyway, thanks for humoring me on this Monday morning. I'll be back next Monday morning, and I'll have like 4 days of school under my belt. So pretty exciting, pretty crazy. I'm excited for the year to come. Thanks for joining me today. See you next week.